Hello, I'm Clinton from the EasyDIYseries.com. Today I want to take you step by step on how to install an acrylic splashback into your kitchen. So you've got to first ask yourself, what is your motivation for going for acrylic? If you have some money, just go for glass and get a company to do the job for you. But if you want to save half the cost, I would then suggest go for acrylic, because you save on both the material and you also save on the labor because you can install it yourself. So what exactly is acrylic? So as the name suggests, it's an acrylic material. It's quite brittle, so I'll show you later when cutting it what you need to do not to break it. It can come in a number of different colors. This is a mist color. But what you'll find, there's a lot of new startup companies where you can actually choose your own custom color and they will build your acrylic panel for you. So the first step of any project is you've got to plan. You've got to design where you want the acrylic to go. So in this example, in this kitchen, I want to put acrylic here, which is the splash zone around your sink, and I want to put another panel here. So what I'll do on a piece of paper, I'll draw the two panels and I will measure the length and the width of each panel so I can go and cut the pieces. After the pieces are cut, I will then use a hole saw to cut the holes for the plumbing so I can add my taps on afterwards. Okay, so let's go and do the job. So before we get started on the cutting of the splashback, are there any special tool requirements? Well, what I'll be using a circular saw to actually cut the splashback. What's very important is that we use a very fine tooth circular saw so we don't actually crack the brittle acrylic material. I've also got some clamps to clamp down the acrylic to keep it stable. A tip which they tell you when you're cutting the acrylic is to put a piece of plank or board under the acrylic. This stops it from flexing when you're actually cutting, which can cause it to break also. And obviously a good workhorse and some protective gear, gloves, some ear protective wear and some eye protective wear. Okay, let's get cutting. What you can do too, now that the pieces are cut, is just give it a gentle sand with about a 120 grit sandpaper, just on the edges that were cut, just to get rid of a bit of leftover on the side and to make it nice and smooth. Okay, we're back in the kitchen and our two acrylic panels are now cut. What I've also done, I've cut the holes for the tapware on the acrylic panel using a hole saw, and what's also important is how we secure it on the back. So we need to use a very thin double-sided mounting tape in the corners and also in the area where the tapware is going to be to provide extra strength and support. What we're going to do now, we're going to put some silicone in a lattice which will create a vacuum effect when you push it up against the wall. So I will show you how that's done. So we've got the tape on already. Important to note too, you need to use a neutral cure silicone for this. Don't be shy, spread it. Okay, that should do it. So as you can see, it's a bit of a lattice network. So we're going to now secure it to the wall. so now we're going to do the second panel. Exactly the same. I also want to request, before I go, that if this video helped you in any way, please like my page and also donate to the charity on the bottom of my site. See you soon. Cheers.